Hey everyone, Ultra Healthy Video Game Nerd here. I'm on vacation right now. I recently took a trip to Tokyo. I live in Japan, but I don't live in a really metropolitan city. So a couple times a year I do go to Osaka or Tokyo and try to get some serious game shopping done. This time the goal was not supposed to be only buying games. I was really just going to try to kind of go some places, relax, have a good time. But being the game nerd that I am, I ended up in Akihabara a lot anyways. And I did get a few things. This is a relatively conservative pickup for me. I got 10 games, but I've been extremely happy with every single one of them. So I'm just going to introduce them here and see what do we got. First of all, for Sega Saturn, this is Willy Wombat. Now, I had this and beat it years ago. And I let it go thinking that once was enough, but actually this is probably one of the best, just the funnest to play, put the most time in Saturn games. It's, you know, an action RPG. It's made by the people who did Wonder Boy, and it's just a blast. I guess it's basically an action RPG. It might be the best one on the system, probably either this or Dark Savior. So I'm probably going to play through this one again. I think there were actually some like bonus features that I wasn't able to unlock the first time I played through it. I think you have to beat levels without getting hit. I don't know if I can do that, but glad to get this back. Next up, I got a few little PlayStation 1 games. A lot of these were things I had had in the past. Klonoa 1, it's so cheap, you know, just gotta get that back. I love those. This I got on a whim, and it turned out to be so damn fun. This is Money Idol Exchanger. This was an arcade game originally, and they ported it to PlayStation 1. It's a puzzle game. It's a battle puzzle game, so you're always playing against somebody, either another person or the computer. And the idea is that there are coins that come down from the top of the screen, Japanese coins, 1 yen, 5 yen, 10 yen, 50, 100, 500. And what you do is you combine coins of the same number to make a coin of a higher value. So for example, if you have 5 ones touching next to each other, they'll become a 5 yen coin. If you have 2 5 yen coins touching each other, then they'll become a 10 yen coin. And the biggest coin in Japan is 500 yen. So if you have 2 500s, they'll just disappear. There's no bills. There's no 1,000 yen bill. It's genius. It's so addictive. It's crazy. It's the best idea. I can't believe how good it is. And I was just like, oh yeah, I kind of know about that. Maybe I'll pick that up. I had bought the soundtrack years and years ago, and it's got the atmosphere too. You know, it's got cutesy little girls, and the music's really good and all of that. So thank God I got that. One more last PlayStation 1 game. This is Kyoro-chan's Purikura Daisakusen. I'm not even going to get into this right now. I can't even tell you guys anything else about it except that this might be the best kept secret in video games ever. There's not one single copy on eBay. I'm not even going to say anything more about it. I might have to do a review video about it. Maybe. We'll see. A couple things for Game Boy Advance. Just because. Klonoa, both Klonoa games for the Game Boy Advance. I guess there's a third one. It's an action RPG. I looked at it, it looked kind of bland. But they had both of these. They were not particularly expensive. They both had the box and everything. So I was like, yeah, I love those games. I'm going to get it. So I just played the first one and beat it incomplete. I beat everything. I beat the entire goddamn thing. All the secrets, all gems, everything. That kept me playing, you know, from start to finish. These are better than I remembered. I think I might have had it years ago. It was fun, but I don't know, I petered out. So next we'll get to check out the second one. Can't wait. I guess we'll just get this out of the way. This is basically the main one that I came up on this time. This is Spriggan Powered for the Super Famicom. I think this is hands down the best shooter on the Super Famicom, on the Super Nintendo. I've had the cassette alone for many years. I got it ages ago, and maybe I'll have to do a whole video about it. I don't know, but it's a blast. It's hard to explain why it's so fun. It's a side-scrolling shooter. you basically just have a regular shot. You can charge up for a super attack, but you also have this energy bar that you can use to kind of like temporarily become invincible to bullets, and you absolutely have to use it. The music is crazy genius. Like, it's just one of the best games I really wanted to complete because it's one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. So I got it, and it was cheaper in the store than it was in the auctions. And that's out of this universe. Yeah, in Tokyo there's a couple stores that are like that. So I just sold off my cartridge alone, so I've got it complete. Yes! And these are things that, a couple of these I used to have and I just bought them complete again. This I've actually never owned. Insector X. For being so cheap, I was surprised. It's damn fun to play. I actually do enjoy this, to be honest. Very good. Another Mega Drive or Genesis, whatever you like to call it. Thunder Force 3, gotta have that. It's a classic. I had just sold off my American. I only had the cassette, so got it complete. They're not expensive. And again, Whip Rush. I also had the cassette alone of this, the American version, so I've got it complete. The box. It's funny how a lot of times the great games are not all that expensive. I mean, you know, I go after these like really expensive games a lot. I just bought Moon Crystal on Famicom, yeah, complete. But I've been discovering recently how fun a lot of games are that are not expensive, and they're just maybe a little under the radar. I mean, if nothing else, Money Idol Exchanger, that's, you know, $15 or whatever, and it's just crazy fun. You know, Klonovas were like 20, a little more than 20 a piece, and, you know, those are like 15 hours of just super involved gameplay. So, the most expensive games are not always the best ones. I mean, God only knows, maybe someday I'll get Eliminate down, I don't know. But I was really happy. This was a very focused shopping trip. I didn't waste any time. I didn't waste any money. These were all good purchases. So that's it for this shopping trip. I'm not going to be able to do another one for quite a long time because I've bought some very expensive games in the last few months. That's ridiculous. So anyways, as always, thanks for watching, guys. If you like retro games, please subscribe. I'll see you next time.